we are working on fixing that, and hopefully here shortly we'll get everything. So, Aiden stole your pole position with Logan Rumsey, alongside Seth Gregory, Tenton Sander, Jeffrey Hyatt, Aiden Thornberry, Hayden Cardwell, our winner last week at Volusia, Matthew Croak, and looks like Braden Steele, who was scheduled to start, is not starting here tonight. So, here we go. Now we're good. So, here we go. Final pace lap. So we are getting a little bit of a technical malfunction, but we're good now. So there I can see everything, and hopefully all of you at home can see as well. And we thank you for joining us here at Maconi Entertainment. Pace truck pulling in this time. Field through turns 3 and 4, 8 laps on the board. And we are green. Everybody all sorts of jumbled up there. Here comes a slider from, I couldn't quite tell who that was. I think that's Seth Gregory, because everybody doesn't have the right numbers, of course. But Aiden stole right now out in front of Logan Rumsey. That Logan Rumsey, that number 41. Keep an eye out from him on him. Oh! Oh! Whoa! 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 There goes Seth Gregory. He stays alive somehow. That car is not totaled. Jeffrey Hyatt will move into second with Matthew Croak in the third. That's your transfers. Let's go to Hayden Cardwell here. Hayden Cardwell. Oh, and Croak has a black flag. He's got a penalty, so he may not be able to stay in that spot whatsoever here. So keep an eye out. Logan Rumsey could move into that transfer spot. And actually, those two right there, Logan Rumsey in the number 39. It shows 41, but that's an Anthony Macri livery. There goes. That was the two of Matthew Croakey trying to defend the spot. But here comes Hayden Cardwell in the 07, trying to get underneath. Follows the line on the halfway through the corner, ends up diving down low to cut it off. And now runs the middle of the racetrack. We got a three-way battle here for the final transfer spot. At one point, Rumsey's in it. Croak is in it. Cardwell's trying to get into it. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. This is exactly what you pay your lunch money for. 3 wide down the front straightaway. And you can see now Hayden Cardwell into the 4 spot, trying to follow Logan Rumsey through turns 1 and 2. 3 and 4. Now down the front straightaway. Cardwell down the inside this time. He's going to move into the transfer spot. Slide jobs up the track over Logan Rumsey. Matthew Croakey, who is in that third and final transfer spot, no longer there. Logan Rumsey now down the inside, going into turns 3 and 4. They're going back and forth here. Absolute great show. Now, Hayden Cardwell getting a little squirrely here. 1, 2, and 3 separated by what just seems like a couple of pieces of paper. Contact between Croakey and Cardwell. And was that what I think that was? Oh man. Well, Hayden Cardwell will fall short, but Logan Rumsey will be thanking his lucky stars there as he'll move into the transfer spot. Aiden Stoll and Jeffrey Hyatt are your other 2 transfers to tonight's A main. One more time, let's take a look at both of the incidents there with our final transfer spot.
So we're going to start by taking a look at the opening lap incident with Seth Gregory. This was right towards the start of the race where things stacked up heading out of turn number 2. Now, it'd be deja vu to what happened a little bit later on. A driver going for a sideways snap and nothing they could do. Stacked up there and multiple drivers piling into that. Very lucky that wasn't a field clear. If we get that in the main show right at the front of the field, that could end in misery for everybody. Meanwhile, we take a look at this replay. The 2 of Matthew Croak, 3 wide racing, and these 3 cars have been battling for oh so long. There was only a matter of time before something snapped. There was a contact through the turn, and then I'll be honest, that doesn't really look like an intentional hook. It just looked like he was desperately trying to cling on to any control of that car.
Yeah, well, here we go. Heat race number 3 on deck. Aiden Forrester on the pole position with Landon Cardoza in second on his outside. Row number 2, Scott King, Patrick Spangler. And in row number 3, Christopher Perrine and Brandon Jones. And our 8th and final starter here is going to be Austin Bloodworth. So here we go, Ron. We cut off one of the cars in this heat race. No longer 9, down to 8. Again, top 3 advance here. Are we expecting more fireworks or less fireworks here?
I would say a consistent amount of fireworks. I think it's just going to remain a constant throughout the night. We're going to have a lot of flames, lots of drivers bringing the heat and bringing the thunder. Now, whether that is brought gracefully or brought in a way that makes my ice skating look graceful, we'll just have to find out. It's been a pretty mixed night so far. You know, we've seen some pretty fantastic racing, an occasional incident every now and then. These are some of the top dirt racers on the iRacing platform, so we're expecting the best out of the best, but this is a tough racetrack to run these cars at, especially at speed and doubly so side by side. So there's only so much that these racers can do. You could be the best racer in the world, but if you're thrown into the deep end of the pool, there's only so much you can do from that position.
Well, field side by side through turns 3 and 4. Green flag will fly, and away we go with Forrester off the line quickly. We'll switch up to the top side. And now everything getting all squirrely further back. You can see Cardoza trying to defend his position from Spangler. Spangler looked down the inside. Now Cardoza up to the high side. He's going to try and drive around for second. And this is what, if I am Patrick Spangler right now, I want to be seeing that. I want to be seeing these guys fighting up front, maybe make a little contact, and I can get right through easy peasy. And somebody hard into the wall. That was Christopher Perrine? That was Christopher Perrine, I think.
Yeah, I think both drivers towards the back have run into troubles. Whether that incident, yeah, it was Bloodworth. He already had a black flag, so things going from bad to worse still as we jump back to the action here. This is the fight continuing on for that final transfer spot. Spangler and King duking out for 3rd and 4th, and Spangler going to get that spot done, but now King got to fight back. Contact made into 1.
Scott King, he's getting to the transfer spot here as Spangler and King fighting it out for the 3rd and final transfer spot. Cardoza in 2nd. Brandon Jones, he is way too far back to make a move unless these 2 make any sort of contact. Patrick Spangler to the high side. Again, that seems like the high side is where you want to be, going down to the inside. Really loses a lot of momentum here as now they both go towards the middle of the racetrack. Spangler sliding up, trying to find any sort of grip, and King getting a little squirrely there, almost went directly into the wall and ended his night. Now things are starting to separate here. Now somebody else into the wall there. That was Brandon Jones, I think. Again, this racetrack, it may look easy because it's a big racetrack. You think you're going to keep your foot to the floor. You cannot do that. You go around, and then you got to get right back onto it.